Welcome to the Dr. Joy Show with your host, Dr. Joy.
Welcome back. Now I am going to take you on a journey with me via pictures. What you see on your screen is when I first stepped foot on the campus of Zhuhai College of Jilin University. The students were in awe to see their first African-American female on their campus. I was considered a smash hit. I was saluted to. Students would carry my bags. I didn't have to do anything. All the students wanted to catch a glimpse of me. This is the campus. Take note of the big mountain that surrounds the campus. Historically, this campus was actually a valley, and they moved everybody out and turned it into an actual university. So in the background here, you see our dorms, and to the right is the new library, which was being built and probably completed by now. My 2-bedroom apartment was nestled on the other side, which I will show you later. Next, feast your eyes below at the mini bikes, which is a means of transportation for most Chinese residents. I thought I still knew how to ride a bike until I got on one, and I'm not going to mention to you what happened after that. I gave 6 lectures on American culture, and this picture demonstrates a lecture that I gave on interviewing in America. The next picture is someone named Wu Mei Kuei. She was a business student and also my personal assistant that spoke excellent English. She handled all of my business transactions. This was my personal guide while teaching in China, Li Wei. And as I mentioned to you before, the last name is always mentioned first. Here is another lecture I was giving on business ethics. This picture is where I gave a lecture on the great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I actually played the entire speech that he gave, whereby most of the students never heard it before. And as you know, this was very, very exciting for me to be a part of this historical event to leave in China. Now let's view my living quarters. This is the view of the living room of my 2-bedroom apartment. The next picture here is a view of the kitchen. Although it did not have an oven, I had to cook everything on top of the stove or eat at the nearby cafeteria. I also had to purchase water or either boil it because, as you know, in some places in China, the atmosphere is not that great, so you should boil the water before you drink it. This is the infamous mountain that I woke up to upon my arrival to China. It was so late when I arrived there that they opened up the door, gave me the key, and said, okay, we see you later. So naturally, I went to bed. But once I woke up, this is the mountain that scared the daylights out of me. This is the bed where I slept, which had a net to it. Now, I was thinking to myself, I don't need a net. I don't sleep with a net in America. But guess what? This is to stop the many mosquitoes from biting you at night. And I never heard a mosquito buzz through my ear until I went to China. And trust me, it's very annoying. So that net came in handy. This is the long path I had to walk to my class because, as you know, I could not ride a bike. Ha ha. Here is a picture of how the majority of the Chinese culture washes and dry clothes. There are actually washers, but not dryers. And the reason for this is to save the environment. So therefore, you hang your clothes outside to dry. So you have to have many clothes to carry you out through the week. Here is a picture of how architects build upwards to accompany the overcrowded population in China. China's population topples at about 1.3 billion. An article I was reading earlier in Abbott.com quoted that as the world's population is approximately 6.7 billion, China represents a full 20% of the world's population. So 1 in every 5 people on the planet is a resident of China. How about that? This picture is the ruins of St. Paul Church, which stands adjacent to the famous Mount Fortress and Macau Museum. The front facade and the grand stone stairs, as you see, are the only remains of the greatest church in Macau. First constructed in 1580, St. Paul's Church caught fire in 1595 and again in 1601. However, reconstruction started in 1602, and soon after the church was burnt down, completed in 1637. The church became the biggest Catholic church in East Asia at that time. Unfortunately, a violent typhoon hit Macau in 1835, and the church caught fire for the 3rd time, leaving its glory a history. Another shopping day in Hong Kong, China. If you look closely, you will see that this scene resembles New York a little bit, with a lot of the big screens and a lot of the advertisement, such as with Times Square. Please enjoy the rest of the presentation. Did you enjoy that? It actually took me back in time. Well, this will conclude the special edition of Chinese culture and my experience while sharing American culture with the freshman and sophomore class of Zhuhai College of Jilin University. I hope you have enjoyed learning about Chinese culture. And if you would like to travel to China someday, please feel free to contact me via email. I would like to thank all of my sponsors for making this special edition possible. If you missed any part of this show, please tune in next week for a rerun or view it again on www.youtube.com/The Dr. Joy Show. We are constantly seeking energetic sponsorships. You've seen the show, now become a part of it. Allow this show to uplift your church event, business, or service right here on The Dr. Joy Show. Stay tuned to upcoming episodes where you will continue to be inspired, uplifted, and transformed. Same time, same day. See you soon.